Now is a great time to book a sportscast with Varsity Media. What sets our sportscasts apart isn't just the quality of our production, it's the knowledge, passion, and professionalism that our announcers bring to every game.
It's Merrill. Oh, look at a fake by Merrill. There's the spin again. Gary Merrill is not human. Touchdown, St. Anthony. Profeta! 1-0, Garden City.
Our commentators research athletes and highlight storylines that matter to your communities. Our approach creates a broadcast experience that not only informs, but elevates the athletes, giving the kind of recognition usually reserved for professional levels. Varsity Media's announcers make sure that every athlete has their moment. So book a Varsity Media Sportscast today, and let's get your team the recognition it deserves.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us here at Farmingdale State College, home of the Rams. This is the New York State Catholic High School Playoffs. Yesterday, Holy Trinity defeated Chaminade to earn their spot today. They will face off against the number 2 seed, Kellenberg Firebirds. The winner will advance and return back here to Farmingdale on May 18th. At this time, let's meet the starters for the Titans. Batting first, playing shortstop, number 1, Jaden Alvarez. Batting second, center fielder, number 11, Joey Maxwell. Batting third, pitcher, number 4, S.J. Garneau. Batting fourth, playing left field, number 14, Jalen Josie. Batting fifth, playing third, number 5, Pat Anello. Batting sixth, second base, number 2, Christian Paveda. Batting seventh and playing first, number 21, Dom Longardino. Batting eighth, at catcher, number 25, Drew Waters. And batting ninth, at DH, number 44, Cole Paulson. He'll be batting for right fielder, number 16, Sylvester Dombrowski. On the mound for the Titans, number 4, S.J. Garneau. Holy Trinity is coached by assistants Sal Sanquini, Danny Taggart, Nick McTighe, and led by head coach Dan Luisi. And now, let's meet the starters for the Kellenberg Firebirds. Batting first in center field, number 22, Joseph DeSanza. Batting second at third, number 27, Andrew Noe. Batting third at first base, number 16, Jaden Valdez. Batting fourth at catcher, number 24, Michael Cotto. Batting fifth, playing shortstop, number 3, Richie LaFaca. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 9, Justin Diaz. He'll be hitting for pitcher number 7, Kevin Procio. Batting seventh, right fielder, number 2, Nicholas Conway. Batting eighth, playing second base, number 13, Anthony Cantara. And batting ninth, in left field, number 6, Gavin Leitner. Again, on the mound for the Firebirds, right-hander, number 7, Kevin Procio. Kellenberg is coached by assistants Matt Prokopowicz, Jamie Loeb, Derek Voter, and Doug Chiappi. They're led by their head coach, Pat Miles. Your umpires for today at first base, Joe Marciano, at third, Tom Smith, and home plate, Chris Bellman. And now, ladies and gentlemen,
now is a great time to book a sportscast with Varsity Media. What sets our sportscasts apart isn't just the quality of our production, it's the knowledge, passion, and professionalism that our announcers bring to every game.
It's Merrill. Oh, look at a fake by Merrill. There's the spin again. Gary Merrill is not human. Touchdown, St. Anthony. Profeta! 1-0, Garden City.
Our commentators research athletes and highlight storylines that matter to your communities. Our approach creates a broadcast experience that not only informs, but elevates the athletes, giving the kind of recognition usually reserved for professional levels. Varsity Media's announcers make sure that every athlete has their moment. So book a Varsity Media Sportscast today, and let's get your team the recognition it deserves.
Hey parents, coaches, and players. Ever wonder what makes Varsity Media stand out as the tri-state leader in sports live streaming and videography?
If you're looking to optimize your sporting event, look no further than Varsity Media's coverage. Since working with them over the course of the past 4 years through the Elite 5 New York City Football Showcase, their coverage has helped take us to the top.
Varsity Media does an unbelievable job in terms of the broadcast, backgrounds on kids, do a great job in exposure from top to bottom. I couldn't really say anything negative. It's been a great couple of years that we've been working together, and it's just fantastic.
Well, I'll tell you, the fact that you guys are here has helped grow it, really. I mean, Varsity Media has been a good partner with us now for the last couple of years. That brings this game to a much broader audience.
The level of detail and that you go to, I mean, obviously the announcers, the camera angles, the slow motions, I mean, you feel like it's being covered by, ESPN.
If you'd like to book with Varsity Media, reach out at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Leading off for Trinity, shortstop, number 1, Jaden Alvarez. Center fielder, number 11, Joey Maxwell.
Let's go, 7.
Now batting, number 4, Stephen Garneau.
Let's go, 7.
Hey, this is Doc Gooden, and you're watching Varsity Media.
Now is a great time to book a sportscast with Varsity Media. What sets our sportscast apart isn't just the quality of our production, it's the knowledge, passion, and professionalism that our announcers bring to every game.
And it's Merrill. Oh, look at a fake by Merrill. There's the spin again. Gary Merrill is not human. Touchdown, St. Anthony. Profeta! 1-0, Garden City.
Our commentators research athletes and highlight storylines that matter to your communities. Our approach creates a broadcast experience that not only informs, but elevates the athletes, giving the kind of recognition usually reserved for professional levels. Varsity Media's announcers make sure that every athlete has their moment. So book a Varsity Media Sportscast today, and let's get your team the recognition it deserves. Help keep Varsity Media's broadcasts free on YouTube by considering an advertising sponsorship. Our coverage of local games helps local businesses get visibility in the community. To learn more about our sponsorship packages and rates, email ben@varsitymedia.net.
For all the latest Varsity Media updates, including our game schedules, be sure to follow us on social media at Varsity Media, the home for New York high school sports.
For Kellenberg, center fielder number 22, Joseph DeSanza. Third baseman, number 27, Andrew Knowing.
Short.
First baseman, number 16, Jaden Valdez.
Go 1-6.
Come on, baby, win it. Cross them hands.
It's a two-run homer for Jaden Velazquez.
Stay over the door. Let's go.
Catcher number 24, Michael Cotto. Now batting, shortstop, number 3, Richie LaVaca.
Come on, Ricky. Come on, Rick.
And for Kellenberg.
This is Jalen Brunson. You're watching Varsity Media.
Hey parents, coaches, and players. Ever wonder what makes Varsity Media stand out as the tri-state leader in sports live streaming and videography?
Well, I've been working with Varsity Media for, 14 years. When we have video needs, whether that be a game, whether that be a practice, whether it be social media, it's nice to know that somebody understands what we're looking for without asking for it.
We started working with Varsity Media back in 2021, and since then they've been an absolute game changer, putting our event on the map. Varsity Media couldn't be a better partner, and if you're looking to optimize your event, I couldn't recommend them anymore.
It's been great for us. You know, the kids really get excited when they know that Varsity Media is going to be here. Not just what's happening on the football field, but all the excitement that's around it. It really boosts the environment here, and everybody gets really excited for what's going on.
Varsity Media is reliable, professional, and the quality work is fantastic. It's like watching ESPN. The announcers are unreal, really do a great job of speaking to the coaches to get the knowledge of the players, the season, what's going on with the team. There is nothing better than Varsity Media doing a live broadcast.
If you'd like to book with Varsity Media, reach out at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Now batting for Trinity, left fielder number 14, Jalen Josie. Third baseman, number 5, Pat Anello. Now batting, second baseman, number 2, Christian Pavetta. That's 3 up, 3 down, and at the end of 1.5, Kellenberg.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Merrill, he's got room to go. Merrill towards the end zone. Lost his lid. Touchdown!
JJ Damo, face-on, stay-on athlete. Controlling the face-off. That's 3 in a row now.
Right fielder, number 2, Nicholas Conway. Second baseman, number 13, Anthony Cantara. That's 3 up, 3 down. We're going to head in.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. You've seen the dedication, the long hours, the early mornings, the sacrifice. You know your athlete has what it takes, but how do you make sure the right people see it? The recruiting process isn't easy. Coaches are flooded with highlights. But how do you stand out in the crowd? At Varsity Media, we specialize in creating game-changing ISO videos, high-definition, athlete-focused footage that highlights exactly what college recruiters want to see. With our up-close ISO video, we capture your athlete's key moments. No more wide angles showing other players. This is just your athlete's pure, raw talent. This is more than a video. This is the opportunity your athlete deserves. Give your athlete the edge they need. Make the right impression with Varsity Media's ISO video service. The future starts now.
For the latest news in high school sports, be sure to check out varsitymedia.net or follow us on social media at Varsity Media.
Batting for Trinity, first baseman, number 21, Dominic Longardino. Now batting, catcher number 25, Drew Waters. Designated hitter number 44, Cole Paulson. Now batting shortstop number 1, Jaden Alvarez. Center fielder number 11, Joey Maxwell. Now batting pitcher number 4, S.J. Garneau.
Hey parents, coaches, and players. Ever wonder what makes Varsity Media stand out as the tri-state leader in sports live streaming and videography?
If you're looking to optimize your sporting event, look no further than Varsity Media's coverage. Since working with them over the course of the past 4 years through the Elite 5 New York City Football Showcase, their coverage has helped take us to the top.
Varsity Media does an unbelievable job in terms of the broadcast, backgrounds on kids, do a great job in exposure from top to bottom. I couldn't really say anything negative. It's been a great couple of years that we've been working together, and it's just fantastic.
Well, I'll tell you, the fact that you guys are here has helped grow it, really. I mean, Varsity Media has been a good partner with us now for the last couple of years. That brings this game to a much broader audience.
The level of detail and that you go to, I mean, obviously the announcers, the camera angles, the slow motions, I mean, you feel like it's being covered by, ESPN.
If you'd like to book with Varsity Media, reach out at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is 75,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
And we are live here at Farmingdale State College in Farmingdale, New York. Lance Meadow with you on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Bottom of the third inning, Kellenberg with a 2-0 lead over Holy Trinity in the CHSAA playoffs. As Holy Trinity blanked Chaminade yesterday 4-0. That advanced them to this 2-3 matchup. As S.J. Garneau still on the hill. And he is battling Gavin Lagner, the 9th hitter in the lineup for the Firebirds. And then we'll reset with the top of the order as Kellenberg looking to pad its lead with 3 hits, creating those 2 runs thus far in this contest, and that one is chopped foul. Lagner comes in batting .286 on the season with 14 hits. A very productive 9th hitter in the lineup, and the 0-1 pitch is outside for a ball. As Kellenberg, their defense came through in the top of the last inning. Garneau nearly helped his own cause, but grounded into a fielder's choice to third with the bases loaded. Garneau now falling behind in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Holy Trinity's offense mustering 2 hits thus far through the first 3 innings, but no runs to show for it. And Garneau trying to keep this Kellenberg lineup in check as he evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is game 1 of a doubleheader. It'll be St. Anthony's and St. Dominic in the 1-5 matchup, and Garneau blows it right by Langner for the strikeout for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 3rd. And let's take another look right on that outside corner. Hooking up with his battery mate, Drew Waters, for a K. So we go to the top of the order. And that pitch misses inside to Joseph DeSanza. Hitting .292 with 14 hits coming in on the season. Andrew Noe is on deck, the 3rd baseman. And he gets a piece of that one for a foul ball to even the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Following Noe is Jaden Valdez, rounding out the top 3 hitters in the lineup for Kellenberg. And here's the 1-1 pitch, and it's a ground ball to second, fielded cleanly, and the throw to first is in time for out number 2. And a good job there by Christian Pivetta in position to scoop it up and toss it over to Longardino, as that will bring up Andrew Noe, the 3rd baseman, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. And Kellenberg with a 2-0 lead, another ground ball towards second, and a scooping stop in the throw to first. Beautifully executed as Christian Pivetta putting on a defensive clinic. Back-to-back outs he records. It's a 1-2-3 third for S.J. Garneau. We head to the 4th, a 2-0 game here in Farmingdale on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Hey, this is Doc Gooden, and you're watching Varsity Media.
Now is a great time to book a sportscast with Varsity Media. What sets our sportscast apart isn't just the quality of our production, it's the knowledge, passion, and professionalism that our announcers bring to every game.
And it's Merrill. Oh, look at a fake by Merrill. There's the spin again. Gary Merrill is not human. Touchdown, St. Anthony. Profeta! 1-0, Garden City.
Our commentators research athletes and highlight storylines that matter to your communities. Our approach creates a broadcast experience that not only informs, but elevates the athletes, giving the kind of recognition usually reserved for professional levels. Varsity Media's announcers make sure that every athlete has their moment. So book a Varsity Media Sportscast today, and let's get your team the recognition it deserves. Help keep Varsity Media's broadcasts free on YouTube by considering an advertising sponsorship. Our coverage of local games helps local businesses get visibility in the community. To learn more about our sponsorship packages and rates, email Ben at varsitymedia.net.
Back here in Farmingdale, we move to the top of the 4th inning with Kellenberg blanking Holy Trinity 2-0. Both teams combining for 5 hits. Kevin Prasio on the hill for the Firebirds.
Off the 4th, left fielder, number 14, Jalen Josie.
And it is Jalen Josie, the left fielder, leading off here in the 4th, as Garneau grounded into a fielder's choice to 3rd to end the 3rd inning after Alvarez and Maxwell drew walks. So they have worked the count and put together several nice at-bats against Prasio, but just have not been able to knock it in for a run. And they go back to work here in the 4th inning with Anello and Pivetta due up following Josie, who was swinging for the fences on that one and falls behind in the count 0-2. Josie coming in to this game, a .298 hitter. And he goes down looking, a delayed third strike call, but Pracio starts off the fourth just as Garneau did the third, and let's take another look. A perfectly placed strike on that outside corner for out number one. So that is going to bring up Patinello, the third baseman for Holy Trinity, and he swings and misses for a strike. Anello hitting .298, coming in with 14 hits, highlighted by 4 doubles. And the 0-1 pitch misses inside for a ball. We're getting into the heart of the order here for the Titans. As Anello, 5th in the lineup. Nobody on for him as he continues to work the count, forcing Pracio to find the strike zone. And it's now 3 balls and 1 strike to Anello as he looks to put a runner on for Holy Trinity here with 1 out. A lineup that has just 1 hitter entering today, batting over 300. And Pracio gets that called strike to bring up a payoff pitch. We have seen some delayed calls at home plate in this game thus far. So batters can't be itchy to head to first. They've got to await the call here. And a huge payoff pitch coming here for Pracio. And this time, that is going to miss outside. So a 1-out walk for Anello. And that will put a runner on here for Holy Trinity. And we'll have a meeting on the hill with Pavetta due up. Second baseman for Holy Trinity, hitting .268 this season with 11 hits and the double. Pracio wiggled out of a bases-loaded jam in the last inning. And now trying to keep this Holy Trinity lineup in check. He has limited them to just 2 hits through the first 3 innings. And a 2-run home run. The difference in this game right now with Jaden Valdez, the 3rd hitter in the lineup, going yard. And that came in the first inning. So the Titans now trying to fight their way back against Pracio, showing bunt here, laying it down. Pracio's going to field it, and he will deliver the throw to first for out number 2. But it's a successful sac bunt for Pavetta. And it advances Anello to second base, putting him in scoring position for Longardino, the first baseman for Holy Trinity. He is the lone batter with an average over 300 this season at .333. So this is the guy you want in the box here as he patiently awaits a good offering. 14 hits, 2 doubles, 3 home runs for the righty in the box as he has driven in 12 runs this season for the 3rd-seeded Titans, and he pops this one up into center field. Lining up underneath it to make the catch is DeSanza, and that is going to do it for the top of the 4th inning. It stays a 2-0 game in favor of Kellenberg as we move to the bottom half of the frame here in Farmingdale on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
This is Jalen Brunson. You're watching Varsity Media.
Hey parents, coaches, and players. Ever wonder what makes Varsity Media stand out as the tri-state leader in sports live streaming and videography?
Well, I've been working with Varsity Media for wow, 14 years. When we have video needs, whether that be a game, whether that be a practice, whether it be social media, it's nice to know that somebody understands what we're looking for without asking for it.
We started working with Varsity Media back in 2021, and since then they've been an absolute game changer, putting our event on the map. Varsity Media couldn't be a better partner, and if you're looking to optimize your event, I couldn't recommend them anymore.
It's been great for us. You know, the kids really get excited when they know that Varsity Media is going to be here. Not just what's happening on the football field, but all the excitement that's around it. It really boosted the environment here, and everybody gets really excited for what's going on.
Varsity Media is reliable, professional, and the quality work is fantastic. It's like watching ESPN. The announcers are unreal, really do a great job of speaking to the coaches to get the knowledge of the players, the season, what's going on with the team. There is nothing better than Varsity Media doing a live broadcast.
If you'd like to book with Varsity Media, reach out at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Bottom of the fourth inning here in Farmingdale, with Kellenberg silencing Holy Trinity 2-0. And Garneau trying to keep this game within striking distance is Jaden Valdez, the man responsible for putting 2 runs on the board. He's back in the box, and baseball ricocheted back towards the box here with an 0-1 count. So Valdez looking to pick up where he left off earlier in the game. Batting .372 coming in on the season with 16 hits, 2 doubles. Does a little bit of everything. 5 home runs, 19 RBI, hits for power, puts the ball in play. By far one of their most dangerous hitters, and that is going to hit him, and that'll be a free base for Valdez to start off the bottom of the fourth. And if you're Garneau, now Michael Cotto has somebody to work with.
24, Michael Cotto.
I said Cotto last time he told me Cotto. You guys keep changing it on me. Jeez.
So the backstop for Kellenberg has an opportunity with a runner on first. And that one misses low and outside. Cotto hitting .327 coming into this contest as he jumps ahead of the count, 2 balls and no strikes. 18 hits, 7 doubles, along with a home run as he has driven in 22. This is a very dangerous lineup from top to bottom for Kellenberg, and several of their hitters are all over the top 10 in the league in various categories as he lifts this one into left field. Coming over to make the catch is Josie, and there is one away.
Shortstop, number 3, Richie LaVaca.
So Richie LaVaca, the shortstop, now up, with Valdez still on first. LaVaca red hot, batting only .455 this season. That is second best in the Catholic League. And Garneau's offering is low and inside for a ball. So I mentioned they're all across the top 10. Not only is LaVaca second in batting average, he's second in runs scored, and he's third in doubles. And this is why you can't give gifts to this lineup, because that will come back to bite you, as they'll make you pay. As he lifts one down the right field line, and this ball is going to drop in for a hit and bounce up against the wall. Valdez is going to hold up at third. LaVaca ends up at second with a stand-up double, and Kellenberg has a pair of runners in scoring position with a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the fourth. So LaVaca, who is batting nearly .500 on the season, This is the latest chapter of what has been an offensive clinic this season, and that was just out of the reach of Sylvester Dombrowski out in right field. And now the Firebirds are threatening against Garneau, and we're going to have a meeting here on the hill. That was Lavaca's 9th double of the season. And that is why you go back to Valdez being hit by a pitch. You put a runner on first. You get the fly out to left, but Lavaca, that double, advanced a runner to third, whereas if you had 2 outs perhaps under those circumstances, now maybe you're looking at a runner on second with 2 outs and Garneau just having to take care of Justin Diaz, the designated hitter, to finish out the inning. So it dramatically changes the dynamics of things here in game 1 of our doubleheader here in Farmingdale. That was the 4th hit for the Firebirds. It's Holy Trinity now trying to do some damage control. Diaz hitting .278 this season, as this is an attractive opportunity for him. He'll take a strike on the outside corner. Five hits and 2 doubles for Diaz entering this game. And the 1-1 pitch bounces in the dirt. As Garneau knows he has very little wiggle room under these circumstances with a pair of runners in scoring position. And a strikeout would be huge here to bring up Conway with 2 outs. And Garneau continuing to miss the strike zone to push it to a 3-1 count here. Diaz, the 6th hitter in the lineup. Conway on deck, their right fielder. And another one that goes in the dirt. So Diaz patiently awaiting one in the strike zone. You can tell there's no urgency out of him to swing. He's going to make Garneau earn this. And again, Garneau misfires, and Diaz is the 2nd batter in this inning that gets a free base. After Valdez was hit by a pitch, Diaz draws a walk, and now Conway comes up, licking his chops with the bases loaded. Conway, a .209 hitter. Nine hits, 2 doubles, and 2 home runs. And he can really break things open with just 1 out as he sends one into center field. Maxwell is there to make the catch. Tagging from third, heading home, and sliding in safely is Valdez. It's an RBI sac fly off the bat of Nicholas Conway. And Kellenberg pads its lead 3-0 here in the 4th as they take full advantage of the bases loaded. So Valdez, who got on after he was hit by a pitch to lead off the inning, circles the bases, comes in to score. Runners stay put elsewhere at first and second for now Anthony Cantara. And that one misses outside for a ball. Lavaca is on second. Diaz is at first. Cantara, a .310 hitter. And this is why we mentioned from top to bottom, this is such a dangerous lineup when you have the luxury of the 8th hitter in the lineup batting over 300. And Garneau has had some trouble locating the strike zone in this inning as he falls behind in the count once again. And This is a very well-disciplined lineup with Gavin Langner, the left fielder, 9th hitter in the lineup, on deck if Kantara can get aboard. And that is 3 straight balls for Garneau. He needs one more out to end this inning, and if Holy Trinity can limit Kellenberg to just 1 run, given the fact that they had the bases loaded with 1 out, that would be a huge win for the Titans. And you knew that there was not going to be a swing of the bat there by Kantara, so he draws a walk, the 3rd free base of the inning, 2 walks and 1 hit by a pitch. And the bases are juiced once again with Lavaca at 3rd, Diaz at 2nd, and Kantara at 1st, and that brings up Langner. He went down swinging in the 3rd in his last at bat. And he is going to watch one sail through the inside corner of the plate for a strike. A huge potential turning point in this game as Garneau tries to quiet the Kellenberg bats, and they look to pad their lead, and that one will sail foul into no man's land. Kellenberg won the league title a year ago in walk-off fashion, beating Chaminade at Hofstra. They are looking to get back to that level. The 0-2 pitch, and this one ripped, but will bounce foul. They have combined for 3 runs and 6 hits, with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Holy Trinity blanking Chaminade yesterday. But they're going to have to fight their way back as that pitch gets away, and Lavaca will stand up and cross home plate to add yet another run to the tally. It is 4-0 Kellenberg here in the 4th, as Garneau having some issues on the hill, and the Firebirds taking full advantage. And the other 2 runners advance. So Diaz is now at 3rd. Kantara is at 2nd. Both aboard via walks. And Langner will send this into foul territory once again. So Kellenberg put 2 on in the 1st, and now 2 on the board again in the 4th. With Pracio posting rows of zeros on the opposite aisle. And Drew Waters did a really nice job saving that ball from passing through yet again. Langner facing a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So he goes down swinging for the 2nd straight at bat, and a huge out for S.J. Garneau to escape the jam, but not before Kellenberg plates a pair of runs to make it 4-0 over Holy Trinity on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
He's got room to go. Merrill towards the end zone. Lost his lid. Touchdown!
JJ Damo, face on, stay on athlete. Controlling the faceoff. That's 3 in a row now.
Moving along here in Farmingdale, New York, as we head to the top of the 5th inning with Kellenberg blanking Holy Trinity 5-0. Firebirds loading the bases in the bottom of the 4th and ultimately bringing home a pair of runs. Drew Waters, the catcher for the Titans, hitting 8th in the lineup, will lead off here in the 5th, followed by their DH Cole Paulson, and then we'll go to the top of the order with Jaden Alvarez. As Holy Trinity trying to fight its way back into this game against Prassio. He has surrendered 2 hits. They did load the bases in the 3rd, but could not capitalize. As Waters jumps ahead of the count. 2 balls, no strikes. A 200 hitter coming into today. 8 hits, 3 doubles, a pair of home runs, and 10 RBI. As he gets a piece of that one for strike 1. It has been a grinded out affair for Garneau. Doing everything he can to keep his team in this game. And a 3-1 count here for Waters. If they can put on the 8th hitter in the lineup to help jumpstart their offense, that could go a long way, and that is exactly what is going to happen. A leadoff walk here in the 5th for Waters, and now Paulson, the designated hitter, will come up to bat. Paulson batting just 150 this season, 3 hits, and a pair of runs driven in. Trying to drive up the pitch count of Prassio. They also drew a walk in the last inning when Anello got on with 1 out. And then a pair of walks earned by Alvarez and Maxwell in the 3rd. So it's become a trend here for Prassio. But he and the defense have done a really good job in closing the door on this Titans offense. And that is also a huge difference maker in this game. So here is the 1-0 pitch to Paulson. And that paints the outside corner for a much-needed strike for Prassio. As you saw, Michael Cotto setting up on this outside corner. And this time, Prassio working the inside. So mixing in his offerings to jump ahead of the count. And trying to keep the bottom of the order in check here for Holy Trinity. And the 1-2 pitch is foul tipped, and that carom back into Paulson. So he's a little shaken up off screen and is going to try to walk this off. Not sure if it hit his leg or his knee, but clearly favoring right now his lower body as the coaching staff comes out to attend to him, and they're going to try to buy him some extra time. As I think anybody who plays baseball can relate. Not fun when you got to walk this off. And Paulson, a quick healer, will jump back into the box with a 1-2 count. It's Holy Trinity's 9th hitter in the lineup, trying to do damage and aiding the comeback cause. A high fly ball into left field. There to make the catch is Langner. And we have 1 away here in the 5th. So we go to the top of the order. Jaden Alvarez. He drew a walk in his last at bat in the 3rd. Joey Maxwell, the center fielder, hitting second, is on deck. Alvarez already with a base hit in this game. A .256 hitter. "12 hits, 2 doubles, and 4 home runs as he fouls that one off. He and Maxwell have very similar numbers on the season. As Cotto now setting up on the outside corner. And Alvarez is going to sky high this one into left field, losing his hat in the process, but still making the catch. Is Langner. It's been a busy frame for him. Back-to-back outs and 2 away here in the 5th.
Center fielder, number 11.
So Joey Maxwell will still have a runner to work with as Drew Waters stuck on first after the leadoff walk. Maxwell drew a walk in the 3rd before Garneau grounded into a fielder's choice. And it's bobbled at short by Richie LaVaca, who was looking to step on the bag for the force out off the ground ball from Maxwell. So he is going to arrive safely at first base, and Waters headed to second, and was fortunate that LaVaca could not field it cleanly. So that now opens the door for Garneau, a .347 hitter. 3rd in the lineup, the ball takes a bounce off of Cotto. He's going to fire towards second, and that is not in time. So both runners advance. Waters is now on 3rd, and Maxwell is on 2nd. And all of a sudden, a base hit by Garneau could very well get Holy Trinity back into this game. And the 1-0 pitch is lifted down the right field line. Coming over and making the grab is Nicholas Conway. So 3 straight flyouts induced by Pracio. And Holy Trinity leaves 2 stranded in scoring position to keep it a 4-0 game as we move to the bottom of the 5th on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. You've seen the dedication, the long hours, the early mornings, the sacrifice. You know your athlete has what it takes, but how do you make sure the right people see it? The recruiting process isn't easy. Coaches are flooded with highlights. But how do you stand out in the crowd? At Varsity Media, we specialize in creating game-changing ISO videos, high-definition, athlete-focused footage that highlights exactly what college recruiters want to see. With our up-close ISO video, we capture your athlete's key moments. No more wide angles showing other players. This is just your athlete's pure, raw talent. This is more than a video. This is the opportunity your athlete deserves. Give your athlete the edge they need. Make the right impression with Varsity Media's ISO video service. The future starts now.
For the latest news in high school sports, be sure to check out varsitymedia.net or follow us on social media at Varsity Media.
Bottom of the 5th inning here in Farmingdale with Kellenberg in front of Holy Trinity 4-0. Game 1 of our doubleheader playoff contest in the Catholic League. And Holy Trinity, which started the game with S.J. Garneau, is now going to hand the ball to Sylvester Drombowski. As Dombrowski was playing right field. So they now have moved Garneau out to right field. And Dombrowski moves to the mound. So a little switcheroo here for Holy Trinity. As even though Dombrowski was playing right field, he was DH'd for, and that's why Polson was in the batting order. So Garneau lasted 4 innings, gave up 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and now it's up to Dombrowski to keep this game within 4 runs to see whether or not he and his teammates can get their bats going. And they have put several players on base via walks, only 2 hits, but have not been able to push a runner across the board. As here is DeSanza, grounded out to second in his first at bat. And Dombrowski was in the windup there and seemed to have lost his footing on the hill. Part of Kellenberg's faithful calling for a balk as that pitch gets away in the dirt. So a shaky start here for Dombrowski, making the transition from the outfield to the mound. Noe and Valdez due up in this inning as that nearly hit DeSanza. Did a little bit of a back pedal as that chin music provided a bit of a wake-up call. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and that one is in for a strike on the inside corner as Dombrowski now looking to gain some rhythm and settle in. Kellenberg put 2 runs on the board in the 4th inning as he sends this pitch into the gap in right center field, and backing up and making the grab right on the warning track is Garneau. So Dombrowski transitioning to the hill, Garneau out in right. He gets tested immediately, and we have 1 away here in the 5th.
Third baseman, number 27, Andrew Noe.
Really nice job there by Garneau as he called off Maxwell and had a better angle to secure the baseball. Noe grounded out to second in his last at bat in the 3rd. As Drew Waters had to be Stretch Armstrong and reach out to secure that last pitch. As this pitch is grounded in the hole between first and second into right field for a base hit. The third baseman for the Firebirds aboard with 1 out as he found an opening on the right side of Holy Trinity's infield. Noe, who came into today with a .373 average, watching that increase. Valdez homered in the 1st. He was hit by a pitch in his last at bat to lead off the 4th as the breaking ball gets away from Dombrowski. Michael Cotto is on deck. And that pitch high and outside for ball 2. Valdez, 9th in the league in batting average, tied for 4th in home runs, tied for 6th in RBI. All those rankings were coming into today, and of course he wound up with his 6th jack of the season to move up the ladder in the Catholic League. And a chance for him to do even more damage with Noe aboard, who has a nice lead from first here with a 3-0 pitch that misses outside. A 4-pitch walk to Valdez, and he is on base for the 3rd time this afternoon. And now Cotto, who flied out to left in his last at bat, will have 2 runners to work with. But first, we're going to have a chat here on the hill. Second pitcher in the game for the Titans after S.J. Garneau got the start and then moved out to right field in this inning, bringing on Dombrowski. It does not get any easier for him when you look at the lineup for Kellenberg. Cotto, 327 coming in. Lavaca, who we talked about earlier, has been an absolute monster. And Diaz, not too shabby, with an average just under 300 as we get into the heart of the Kellenberg order, 4, 5, and 6 respectively.
Number 24, Michael Cotto.
Cotto 3rd in the league with 22 RBI. He's tied for 4th with 7 doubles. And the first pitch downstairs and inside for a ball. It has been a bit of a roller coaster here for Dombrowski, who now has even more to think about with 2 on and 1 out. As he looks back at second, keeping close tabs on Noe, misses inside, and the throw to first is going to be not in time. As Valdez had to hop quickly back onto the bag. Holy Trinity now is going to come out to argue as they felt that that throw was in time, as Waters had a quick release. So let's take another look at this here. Waters bounced it towards first, and I think that gave enough time for Valdez to get a hand back on the bag. If he avoided the skip into the glove of Longardino, that may have gotten Valdez at first. But that fraction of a second, ultimately the difference. And another awkward windup there for Dombrowski, and now this time they're going to call a balk. And that is going to advance both runners. So Noe now moves to 3rd. Valdez moves to 2nd. That is the 2nd time that happened in this inning. They did not call a balk the first time, but the 2nd time, clearly, he had to pay the price. And we're going to have another chat here on the mound, and they are going to make a pitching change. So Holy Trinity is going to turn to its 3rd different arm in this game in a 4-0 game here in the bottom of the 5th, with Kellenberg ahead of Holy Trinity in Farmingdale on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Hey parents, coaches, and players. Ever wonder what makes Varsity Media stand out as the tri-state leader in sports live streaming and videography?
If you're looking to optimize your sporting event, look no further than Varsity Media's coverage. Since working with them over the course of the past 4 years through the Elite 5 New York City Football Showcase, their coverage has helped take us to the top.
Varsity Media does an unbelievable job in terms of the broadcast, backgrounds on kids, do a great job in exposure from top to bottom. I couldn't really say anything negative. It's been a great couple of years that we've been working together, and it's just fantastic.
Well, I'll tell you, the fact that you guys are here has helped grow it, really. I mean, Varsity Media has been a good partner with us now for the last couple of years. that brings this game to a much broader audience.
The level of detail and that you go to, I mean, obviously the announcers, the camera angles, the slow motions, I mean, you feel like it's being covered by, ESPN.
If you'd like to book with Varsity Media, reach out at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is 75,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Jack Like is the new pitcher on the hill for Holy Trinity, the junior lefty, who comes into today with a 2.86 ERA. Opponents are batting .222 off of Like, and he comes in inheriting a pair of runners on base, both in scoring position, as Dombrowski only recorded one out, and that off-speed offering right on the outside corner for a strike. Not an easy situation for Like, as he has to solve Michael Cotto. And this comes in the middle of a count with runners on second and third. And Like behind in the count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Has an interesting offering. It's all about his breaking ball and whether or not he can locate it and fool this Kellenberg lineup, and that is not going to do it. That'll be a free base for Cotto. And now the bases are loaded with nowhere to put the most dangerous hitter, Richie Lavaca, who doubled in the 4th inning and then ultimately came in to score on a wild pitch. Noe's at third, Valdez is at second, Cotto is at first.
Shortstop, number 3, Richie Lavaca. Base running at first, number 26, Griffin Starkey.
And Lavaca is going to take a strike. And Like needed some more time here before delivering his second pitch. As Lavaca makes a lot of arms think twice in this league. He has driven in 17 runs this season, and Waters with a heads-up block to prevent more damage for Kellenberg. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Lavaca, and that will head foul. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that one will bounce in front of Waters, charging home and sliding in safely is Noe, and it's a 5-0 game in favor of Kellenberg as the Firebirds continue to take advantage of several mishaps by Holy Trinity. So they have now scored at least 1 run in each of the last 2 innings, and let's take another look. It just bounced right in front of Waters, And Waters then tried to fight his way back towards the bag, but Noe had a step on him. Popped up into shallow center field. The catch is made by Maxwell, and that is going to result in an RBI sac fly off the bat of Richie Lavaca. And it makes it a 6-0 ball game for Kellenberg, as they now have made it 2 runs in consecutive innings, with Justin Diaz now up at bat with a runner on second and 2 outs. And we have seen Kellenberg do this religiously all throughout this game. Put the runners on, put the ball in play, and continue to pad the lead. 5 hits, helping plate 6 runs, just 2 hits for Holy Trinity. Diaz drew a walk in the 4th inning, so he is up in the 2nd straight frame. Got a piece of that one for a foul tip. 0-2 the count. Nicholas Conway is on deck if Diaz can get aboard. Like 1 out away from putting an end to this frame after they scored 2 runs, and the breaking ball, a swing and a miss for Diaz. Waters tags him just to play safe, and Like finally closes the door on the Firebirds, but not before they plate a pair of runs, one thanks to an RBI sac fly. It's Kellenberg 6, Holy Trinity nothing, as we head to the 6th inning on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Hey, this is Doc Gooden, and you're watching Varsity Media.
Now is a great time to book a sportscast with Varsity Media. What sets our sportscast apart isn't just the quality of our production, it's the knowledge, passion, and professionalism that our announcers bring to every game.
And it's Merrill. Oh, look at a fake by Merrill. There's the spin again. Gary Merrill is not human. Touchdown, St. Anthony. Profeta! 1-0, Garden City.
Our commentators research athletes and highlight storylines that matter to your communities. Our approach creates a broadcast experience that not only informs, but elevates the athletes, giving the kind of recognition usually reserved for professional levels. Varsity Media's announcers make sure that every athlete has their moment. So book a Varsity Media Sportscast today, and let's get your team the recognition it deserves. Help keep Varsity Media's broadcasts free on YouTube by considering an advertising sponsorship. Our coverage of local games helps local businesses get visibility in the community. To learn more about our sponsorship packages and rates, email ben@varsitymedia.net.
We move to the top of the 6th inning here in Farmingdale, New York, with Kellenberg in front of Holy Trinity 6-0. They've combined for 7 hits. And leading off is Jalen Josie, the left fielder. He went down looking in his last at bat, and a ground ball that ricochets off of the foot of Pracio into right field for an infield single. And Pracio did get up, but you could see he is a bit shaken up, and they are going to see whether or not he is okay, as that was a hard one right off of his foot. As Josie is aboard here to lead off this 6th inning, but Pracio needs a few moments here to collect himself, as the first pitch came right back to Pracio on the mound. And good news is he seems to be okay. We'll give him maybe a warm-up pitch or two, and the crowd letting him hear it, toughening it out, as Pracio looks to be back at business with Michael Cotto. Patinello, the third baseman, will now enter the box with Paveda on deck. As now we get into the heart of the Titans lineup, and that was just their third hit of the afternoon. They have yet to put a run on the board, and this could be a huge chance to solve the Pracio riddle. And the first pitch misses inside for a ball. And that pitch will head into foul territory. Josie has 8 stolen bases on the season, so it is something that Pracio is going to have to keep in mind. And just as I said that, he plays catch with his first baseman, Valdez. So he clearly read the scouting report and knows the damage that Josie can do. And that's why it's so important to get a base runner on, because you're giving Pracio something to think about, where he has to pay attention to first base. And maybe you get him a little bit off rhythm. That's why that infield single could go a long way in helping Holy Trinity's offense get back on track. Anello drew a walk in his last at-bat in the fourth. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that is low and inside for a ball. Paveda, who is on deck, laid down a sac bunt in the fourth inning. Played a little small ball to advance the runner. And the 2-2 pitch bounces off of Cotto, so Josie's going to take off, and he is going to slide into second safely. So now a runner is in scoring position with nobody out and a payoff pitch coming to Anello. As Anello tries to get on base for the second straight time. And a ground ball to short. The throw over to first is smoothly executed by Lavaca, and there is one away. So Paveda will still have a runner in scoring position. Thanks to that ground out, Josie had to stay put at the bag. Paveda entering today a .268 hitter. As Pracio looks back at second, Cotto can't hold on to the ball. Longardino is now on deck. He flied out to center in the fourth inning. That was his last at bat. And Paveda, ground ball right past the diving Noe into left field for a base hit. Runners now on the corners with one out for Holy Trinity. The second single of the inning after Josie got an infield connection. And let's take another look. Paveda, not playing small ball here, just bounced it right past the full extension of Noe at third. And now that will bring up Longardino with a chance to end the rows of zeros for Holy Trinity. And Pracio delivers one to Cotto on the outside corner for a strike. Drew Waters, the eighth hitter in the lineup, is on deck. Can the Titans bring home their first run of the game? A 1 pitch misses outside for a ball. Pracio has been in a few jams this afternoon, but He has waved that magic wand and kept Holy Trinity off the board. As the 1-1 pitch is popped up towards the left side of the infield. Noe trying to line up, and he will reach over to his left to make the catch. And that is out number 2 here in the 6th. So a huge out there for Pracio as he keeps the ball in the infield and doesn't give Josie a chance to head home. So the runners stay on the corners. And Drew Waters, who drew a walk in the 5th, will look to be the hero. Runner goes. The throw to second from Cotto is not going to be in time. And now we have seen Josie swipe second, and you can add Poveda to the list. So now runners in scoring position at second and third. Waters a 200 hitter. And a base hit could do wonders for this offense. But he is brushed back to bring the count to 2 balls and no strikes. Several members of St. Anthony's in the stands watching this game as they will play the second game of the doubleheader. Right now, St. Dominic is on their mind and a foul tip for strike 1. St. Anthony's the number 1 seed in the Catholic League. Both of these teams had identical records of 11-7. Kellenberg, though, had the tiebreaker by winning the regular season series 2-1. That was April 21st, the 22nd to the 24th. They won game 1 11-1, game 2 6-2, lost the third 12-run, and a foul tip again will even the count. So 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on in a 6-0 game in favor of Kellenberg. Pracio 1 strike away from ending it. Waters a connection away from changing the trajectory of this game. And the 2-2 pitch is grounded foul. Tension rising here in Farmingdale, New York, in the top of the 6th inning. And there is a difference between both of these teams just from rest and wear and tear. Kellenberg got the bye. Holy Trinity had to take part in the play-in game against Chaminade. So this is their 2nd straight day on the diamond. Kellenberg with fresh arms and legs. Waters will not swing at that one. That goes into the dirt. And a full count here to the 8th hitter in the lineup. Josie at third, Poveda at second. Pracio with the payoff pitch, and it misses inside. So the bases are loaded for the 9th hitter in the lineup, Cole Paulson. 2 singles and a walk. And we are going to have a mound visit for Kellenberg as they will talk things over. Paulson flied out to left in his last at bat in the 5th. Now, Holy Trinity was in a similar circumstance. They loaded the bases with 2 outs in the 3rd. And then Garneau grounded into a fielder's choice to 3rd. That was their last opportunity to seriously put a runner on the board as they're talking things over with Pracio. The inning started with Josie's connection off the foot of Pracio. And then 2 batters later, Poveda with a base hit past the diving third baseman Noe. And Drew Waters just drew a walk.
Now batting, designated hitter number 44, Cole Paulson.
Paulson with a sub 200 batting average. But he has a chance here to put those regular season numbers behind him. And the first pitch, low and outside for a ball. No room for Paulson. And he will have a chance to put some pressure here on Pracio, who looks back at second. And then paints the outside corner for a strike. Only Trinity with 4 hits in the game, 2 of which came in this inning, a pair of singles. And Pracio this time going towards the inside corner. As Paulson staying ahead of the count. If he can get aboard, they'll go to the top of the lineup with Jaden Alvarez. And the 2-1 pitch, a ground ball up the middle, a diving stab, but the throw to second is not in time. Anthony Cantara laying out to prevent it going into the outfield, but Jalen Josie comes in to score, and Holy Trinity has its first run of the game. It is 6-1 as we take another look. An outstanding stop there by Cantara, but just could not flip it cleanly to Lavaca at second, and a sign of life for the Titans here in the 6th inning. As Cole Paulson with an infield base hit, the 3rd of this frame, their 5th hit of the game. That is going to do it for Pracio as he gets a standing ovation from the Firebirds faithful. And he will watch the remainder of this game from the dugout as we step aside from Farmingdale on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
This is Jalen Brunson. You're watching Varsity Media.
Hey parents, coaches, and players. Ever wonder what makes Varsity Media stand out as the tri-state leader in sports live streaming and videography?
Well, I've been working with Varsity Media for, 14 years. When we have video needs, whether that be a game, whether that be a practice, whether it be social media, it's nice to know that somebody understands what we're looking for without asking for it.
We started working with Varsity Media back in 2021, and since then they've been an absolute game changer, putting our event on the map. Varsity Media couldn't be a better partner, and if you're looking to optimize your event, I couldn't recommend them anymore.
It's been great for us. You know, the kids really get excited when they know that Varsity Media is going to be here. Not just what's happening on the football field, but all the excitement that's around it. It really boosts the environment here, and everybody gets really excited for what's going on.
Varsity Media is reliable, professional, and the quality work is fantastic. It's like watching ESPN. The announcers are unreal, really do a great job of speaking to the coaches to get the knowledge of the players, the season, what's going on with the team. There is nothing better than Varsity Media doing a live broadcast.
If you'd like to book with Varsity Media, reach out at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
The new pitcher for Kellenberg is Christopher Parisi, the senior right-hander, who will take over for Kevin Pracio, who went 5 2/3, but saw Holy Trinity come across home plate for the first time thanks to Cole Paulson's infield single up the middle. Cantara made a nifty stop, but they could not flip it to second in time for the out. So Jalen Josie coming in to score. And now we will go to the top of the order. Jaden Alvarez, who flied out to left in his last at bat in the 5th. And there are still multiple runners on here for the Titans, and another attractive opportunity for Alvarez. As Paveda is at third, Waters is at second, and Paulson is at first. Alvarez, a .256 hitter, 4 home runs coming into today. In a tough position for Parisi. You come in the middle of an inning with the bases loaded, trying to clean things up with 2 outs. And the 1-0 pitch misses downstairs. Parisi has nowhere to put Alvarez, who drew a walk in that 3rd inning when they also loaded the bases, but could not score a run. And the 2-0 pitch right on that outside corner for strike number 1. Cotto has done a very effective job framing pitches today for both Pracio as well as Parisi. And the 2-1 breaking ball on the inside corner. So you see now Parisi working both sides of the plate. And that has absolutely changed the discourse of this game, with now 2s again across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Cotto setting up on that outside corner, and the 2-2 pitch is grounded foul. Longardino, who was up earlier in this inning, popped out to 3rd, and you look back and you wonder if they avoided that, what could have been in this inning. But right now, Alvarez has an attractive situation, with Paveda leading off from 3rd, and the 2-2 pitch again grounded foul, as this has been some at bat for the leadoff hitter for the Titans, Alvarez. He has showcased power this season out of that leadoff spot. Right now, trying to put the ball in play. Another 2-2 pitch, and he gets him looking for a called 3rd strike. Strike opposed Jaden Alvarez, a huge out for Parisi, who inherits the bases loaded and leaves them stranded. As we take another look, he's fired up as he steps off the mound. It stays a 6-1 game, off to the bottom of the 6th on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Merrill, he's got room to go. Merrill towards the end zone. Lost his lid. Touchdown!
JJ Damo, base on, stay on athlete. Controlling the faceoff X 3 in a row now.
Bottom of the 6th inning here in Farmingdale, New York. This is the 2-3 matchup in the Catholic League postseason, with Kellenberg holding a 6-1 advantage over Holy Trinity. The Firebirds, the number 2 seed. The Titans, 3rd. They have each collected 5 hits, but the big difference is Kellenberg putting 6 aboard across home plate, whereas Holy Trinity just 1. Jaden Valdez with a 2-run blast in the first, set the tone. They then added 2 in the fourth and 2 in the fifth. And this first pitch is lifted deep to right, and this flight is a round trip. Nicholas Conway going yard for the second home run of the day for Kellenberg, and that may be an early dagger to make it a 7-1 game as Conway flexes his muscles and swings for the fences for his 3rd home run of the season. And let's take another look. This was a no doubt about it as Garneau ran out of real estate and hit number 6 for Kellenberg, proving to be a very big one. As Anthony Cantara, who drew a walk in the 4th, will now look to pick up where Conway left off against Like. Like, the 3rd pitcher in the game for Holy Trinity, following Garneau and Dombrowski, who had some control issues. The 1-1 pitch, line to short, and an easy grab there for Alvarez. So we go to the 9th hitter in the lineup, Langner. He struck out in each of his last 2 at-bats. Went down swinging in the 3rd as well as the 4th. And the first pitch will head to foul territory down the left field line. Top of the order, DeSanza on deck. 0-1 breaking ball, hammered deep to right. Garneau looking up. That will sail over his head. Stepping on the gas, heading to second and rounding second. He's looking for 3. He'll slide in head first. It is a 1-out triple for the 9th hitter in the lineup, Gavin Langner. And another runner is knocking on the door for Kellenberg, with Langner sending one deep to right field and then showcasing his blazing speed as he was hungry for more and had the green light, taking 3 bases in the process. And now DeSanza has a runner in scoring position but takes a strike on the outside corner. Langner was entering today hitting .286. That was his 2nd triple of the season. As DeSanza could not get that one in sync towards the strike zone. Waters, though, doing an excellent job snagging it and preventing it from heading towards the back wall. And the 1-1 breaking ball to DeSanza is smoked deep to right center field. And that one is going to bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. It will plate Langner. It's an 8-1 game in favor of Kellenberg, and DeSanza comes through with a 2-bagger. He actually was heading all the way to 3rd, not realizing that it was a ground rule double. Let's take another look. Right into the gap in right center, and you see it bounced off the warning track over the wall. And that is why he had to make a pit stop at second. So a triple and then a double for the Firebirds. They've also homered in this inning. They're a single away from a team cycle in the 6th. For those of you counting at home, is Andrew Noe now in the box here with a runner on second, and that pitch gets away from Like and past Waters. So he was initially looking for 3rd, and now DeSanza is at the hot corner. So he is 90 feet away with Noe, who had a base hit in the 5th. Looking to put perhaps more finishing touches on this offensive attack for Kellenberg as Waters, another fantastic job snagging that off the bounce. Kellenberg has now plated 2 runs in each of the last 3 innings, the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th, and then they had 2 in the 1st thanks to the Valdez home run. So it's been all about deuces as Like comes through with a much-needed strike on the outside corner. And Noe continues to wait for a good offering as Like has been working that outside corner but having a hard time with that breaking ball, which is his signature pitch. DeSanza at third with 1 out after he drove home Langner. And the 3-1 pitch is in the dirt. So that is going to be a free base for Noe. And now runners will be on the corners. And Holy Trinity is going to have a chat here on the hill. We'll see whether or not they make a change with Jack Like, third pitcher of the day for the Titans. They are warming up a pitcher in the bullpen, so we'll see whether or not they're just buying some time here or they're going to leave Like in the game. As Kellenberg has greeted him rudely here in the 6th with a home run, a triple, and a double as we take a look at the bullpen activity for Holy Trinity. Manny Martinez there warming up. The freshman lefty.
Now batting, first baseman, number 16, Jaden Valdez.
So here is Jaden Valdez. He drew a walk in the 5th. He was hit by a pitch in the 4th. He went yard in the 1st. And he's got a pair of runners on base here. And the first pitch is lifted foul. Michael Cotto is on deck. 4th hitter in the lineup, batting cleanup today. But Valdez is the one that has been doing plenty of cleaning. The 0-1 pitch, and that is grounded foul. He nearly took out his teammate DeSanza in the process, as DeSanza had to walk that tightrope at third to get out of the way. That's why we call it the hot corner. Got to keep your head on a swivel. You never know what will come in that direction. And the 0-2 breaking ball, chop foul. The Kellenberg offense delivering with 8 runs on 8 hits this afternoon. 5 for Holy Trinity, as they got their lone run of this game in the top of this frame. And Like cannot locate the strike zone, high and outside. As he was ahead of the count, 0-2. And this would be a huge out if he can solve the Valdez riddle. And another breaking ball that is upstairs and outside. So that will even the count to Valdez. As Kellenberg is hungry for more. They are not satisfied, knowing that no lead is safe in the Catholic League postseason. And the 2-2 pitch lofted into center field. That is going to drop in for a base hit. Coming in to score from third is DeSanza. Heading to third and sliding in safely is Noe. And in at second is Valdez. A master class in running the bases for Kellenberg. They continue to pile it on. It's 9-1 Firebirds here in the 6th as they have a run for every single one of their hits in this contest. As we take another look, hit softly and dropped it in to center field right in front of Maxwell, and that gave more than enough time for DeSanza to come in to score. And now it does appear that we are going to have a pitching change. That is going to do it for Jack Like. So in all likelihood, Amani Martinez, the 4th pitcher to take the mound for the Titans as we step aside with Kellenberg leading Holy Trinity 9-1 in the 6th on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. You've seen the dedication, the long hours, the early mornings, the sacrifice. You know your athlete has what it takes, but how do you make sure the right people see it? The recruiting process isn't easy. Coaches are flooded with highlights, but how do you stand out in the crowd? At Varsity Media, we specialize in creating game-changing ISO videos, high-definition, athlete-focused footage that highlights exactly what college recruiters want to see. With our up-close ISO video, we capture your athlete's key moments. No more wide angles showing other players. This is just your athlete's pure, raw talent. This is more than a video. This is the opportunity your athlete deserves. Give your athlete the edge they need. Make the right impression with Varsity Media's ISO video service. The future starts now.
For the latest news in high school sports, be sure to check out varsitymedia.net or follow us on social media at Varsity Media. Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age.
Our follower base across social media is 75,000 strong,
and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
So Amani Martinez is the new pitcher for Holy Trinity, following S.J. Garneau, Sylvester Dombrowski, Jack Like.
Now pitching for Holy Trinity, number 3.
And he comes in and inherits a 2-on, 1-out situation here in the bottom of the 6th. As Noe is at 3rd, and Valdez is at 2nd. And here is Michael Cotto, who drew a walk in his last opportunity in the 5th, and he grounds one foul. Prior to that, he flied out to left. Cotto had a base hit in his first at-bat. So he is looking for his 2nd hit of the contest and can drive in runs in the process. As Martinez misses inside. Martinez, a freshman lefty in a big spot here, getting his first taste of postseason baseball, and a ground ball that one hops right into the glove of Longardino to back up his arm for out number 2. Outstanding defense at first base, and that is why it is worth another look. He played it off the hop, and then he took it to the bag all by himself. An absolute robbery in what looked to be Cotto's 2nd hit of the day. So Richie Lavaca, it doesn't get easier for Martinez. One of the top hitters in the lineup as that bounces past Waters, so Easily coming into score is going to be Noe from third. And double digits is what they are putting on the board this afternoon, Kellenberg, as they continue to add to their tally here in Farmingdale. So Lavaca, who came through with a sac fly in the 5th inning, grounds one off the glove of Martinez. He regroups to throw to first for the 3rd and final out of the inning. But not before they put 5 runs on the board to break things open. 11-1, Kellenberg ahead of Holy Trinity as we head to the top of the 7th inning on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Hey parents, coaches, and players. Ever wonder what makes Varsity Media stand out as the tri-state leader in sports live streaming and videography?
If you're looking to optimize your sporting event, look no further than Varsity Media's coverage. Since working with them over the course of the past 4 years through the Elite 5 New York City Football Showcase, their coverage has helped take us to the top.
Varsity Media does an unbelievable job in terms of the broadcast, backgrounds on kids, do a great job of exposure from top to bottom. I couldn't really say anything negative. It's been a great couple of years that we've been working together, and it's just fantastic.
Well, I'll tell you, the fact that you guys are here has helped grow it, really. I mean, Varsity Media has been a good partner with us now for the last couple of years. That brings this game to a much broader audience.
The level of detail and that you go to, I mean, obviously the announcers, the camera angles, the slow motions, I mean, you feel like it's being covered by, ESPN.
If you'd like to book with Varsity Media, reach out at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Top of the 7th inning here in Farmingdale as Kellenberg is 3 outs away from closing the door and advancing in the winner's bracket in this 2-3 matchup as they took 2 of 3 in the regular season, so they're looking to make it 3 of 4 against Holy Trinity. 11 runs on 9 hits. The Titans with just 1 run on 5 hits. It is going to be Maxwell, Garneau, and Josie Duop here in the 7th. And Parisi, who had a huge out to end the last inning, now has an opportunity to put the finishing touches on this game. He got Jaden Alvarez looking with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And the first pitch to Maxwell misses inside for a ball. Maxwell hit one to Lavaca in his last at-bat that Lavaca could not secure. So that put him at first base. Prior to that, he drew a walk in the 3rd. As we're seeing the 2, 3, and 4 hitters up for the Titans. The 1-1 pitch fouled back. If Kellenberg finishes the game here in the top of the 7th, they will then await the winner of St. Anthony's and St. Dominic. That is coming your way right after this contest. A scheduled 7 p.m. Eastern first pitch, but we'll see whether or not that cooperates as we're about 20 minutes past 6 p.m. here on the East Coast. And that 2-2 breaking ball sails over the head of Maxwell. Mother Nature cooperating today. There was some fear that they may have to move these games to Friday with rain in the forecast, but cloudy skies holding up over the Farmingdale State campus and allowing us to squeeze in a doubleheader here of Catholic League baseball postseason, and that is going to be a leadoff walk to Maxwell. So that is the second walk of the day for him. And now S.J. Garneau, who started this game on the hill, will enter the box. He flied out to right in the fifth, and he grounded it to a fielder's choice to third in the third with the bases loaded. And Cotto frames it for strike number one. Maxwell has swiped 7 bases this season, so he is a threat on the base paths. And maybe giving Parisi something to think about. But right now, the right-hander's focus is solely on Garneau. As here comes the 0-2 pitch and a foul tip that goes right back into the chest of Cotto. And you can see he was a little shaken up. So they are going to take a look at Cotto after the ball ricocheted off the bat and then into him. You saw the home plate umpire grabbed him immediately as they are checking him out to see whether or not he may have suffered a concussion on that. Seems to be in good spirits. So they're going to give him a few moments here to collect himself, and that is a good sign as Cotto will remain in this game, gets a pat on the back from the home plate umpire, and play will resume. One of the toughest players on the roster. Sophomore who has had a standout season for the Firebirds. As he now sets up on the outside corner, the runner goes. The throw to second is going to be in time. So how about Cotto? He gets shaken up moments ago and then fires an absolute strike to Cantara, as we'll take another glance, and clearly got the tag on the backside of Maxwell in time to prevent him from getting his 8th stolen base of the season. And a swing and a miss by Garneau. So they get the runner at second, and then Parisi takes care of Garneau. And now they are down to their final out, Holy Trinity, with Jalen Josie, who had a base hit in his last at-bat in the 6th. He is 1 for 3 on the day. He went down looking in the at-bat prior to the single. Parisi looking for 3 straight outs here. Even though he did put Maxwell on with a walk, he cleaned him up thanks to Cotto. So he could very well face the minimum here in the 7th. A 1-1 pitch bounces foul. We have seen power from Kellenberg today, flashing of leather, and constant putting the ball in play with some well-disciplined at-bats, adding up to an 11-run output. And the 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Cotto places the tag to end it and provide the exclamation point. Parisi with back-to-back Ks to close the door as we take another glance. The right-hander coming in to replace Pracio, finishing the 6th with a K and then doing the same in the 7th. As Kellenberg victorious over Holy Trinity 11-1, and will move on in the winner's bracket, awaiting the winner of St. Anthony's and St. Dominic, which will be coming your way here on the Varsity Media Sports Network, as that is going to wrap things up for us here for game number 1, but we are just getting started. The executive producer, Ben Turchin, technical director, Chris Sweeney, camera operator, Tony DeMaso. I'm Lance Meadow, if I could get that out, saying so long for now here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. The final score, Kellenberg 11, Holy Trinity 1. We'll speak to you in a little bit.